Okay, now we'll see how ocean surface currents can be seen by a synthetic aperture radar. Demonstration with Sentinel-1. So I will first select the Sentinel-1 data, and we will look in an area where it's supposed to be a very strong current, which is the Agulhas current in South Africa. So when we zoom, we can see on the SAR image a larger roughness in an area where the surface current is actually facing the waves, so it's introducing more roughness. So we see the area with brighter backscatter on the SAR image, and if we overlay the Doppler shift, so the Doppler shift is the velocity towards the radar. And so we also see that there is at the boundary of the current, there is a sharp change of the velocity towards the radar. So this Doppler shift is not yet calibrated, but already we see the relative motion related to the surface current. So we can also overlay some model of the ocean current. So this is a CMEMS model. So it's an oceanic model that predicts the ocean current, the ocean surface current. So here we see the streamlines of this ocean surface current. So we see clearly that there is an agreement with the location that we see on the SAR image, but at the same time, the boundary of the current is not as sharp as we see on the observation. We can also overlay some sea surface temperature and removing the model output and adding some transparency. So we can see that the actual limit boundary of the surface current is at the same location as the change in sea surface temperature. So this is clearly a warm current that is flowing from the northeast to the southwest of the South African coast. And we also have the possibility to overlay drifters trajectories. So the drifters are actually some floating buoy that has a drag 15 meters under the surface and that are drifting with the surface current. So we represent the trajectory of this drifter for 1 month, and the color is proportional to the velocity. As we can see, the velocity goes from 0 to 2.5 meters per second. And in the area of this strong current, we can reach maybe 2 meters per second. And so we have some consistency between what we see on the SAR image and the actual trajectory of the drifters.